welcome into another edition of the Sports Stove Draft Show on the Sports Stove Media Network, partnered with Belly Up Sports as well. We are presented today by Righteous Felon Jerky. Join the flavor revolution at righteousfelon.com. Use the promo code STOVE15. You're going to get 15% off your purchase each and every time. We have been going through the position groups for the 2026 NFL Draft. We are nearing our midseason mock draft coming out here probably next week. And so we're working through that. We've got our big board. These are our position big boards. We'll also come out with our top 100 here very soon also. And you can expect many of these names to be on that list. Follow us on social media at Sports Stove on Twitter and Instagram. And you'll see more information about all of that as well. Today, we're talking about the interior offensive line. This is the last offensive position group for us to go through. We've talked through the tackles. We've talked through the wide receivers, the tight ends, the running backs, and the quarterbacks. And so we're just left with the big men in the middle. And I will admit that this is definitely the position group that I feel the least comfortable with as far as breaking them down, ranking them, all that kind of stuff. The interior offensive line, there's so much that goes on there that it's just hard for the amateur draft analyst to see, right? So without talking to guys and getting their preview and breakdown of it, it's a little bit more difficult from that. So we're doing a lot of reading, a lot of research versus even doing video study on these guys, because it's just harder for me at least to be able to do that. So take it or leave it, I suppose, if you choose so. But let's talk about where I have the offensive line, the interior offensive line right now. I've got 7 guys that I have with first or second round grades. And so that's where we're sitting at here. At number 1 for me is from Penn State, Olaiva Vega Yaoni. And talk about a name, right? Sounds like a guard. And he's had a great season at Penn State. He is rising up rankings all over the place right now. A lot of people viewing him as number 1 option there on the inside. And so I'm going to agree with them. I put him there at number 1. Number 2, I've got Connor Lew at Auburn. Another guy there on the inside, can play center or guard, and providing opportunity there for your run game, especially in the middle. The guy that I actually kind of like the best, but could not justify having at 1 just yet, is Jake Slaughter from Florida. He was a guy in my preseason rankings that I had up here as well. He's one of the only guys in this list that were in my preseason rankings also. And I like him. I like the name Slaughter. I think it's a good name for an interior offensive lineman there. Florida, they've gone through different circumstances. They fired their coach. They have not been what many people thought they would be this season. But what you watch on that offensive line at Florida, you do see strength in Jake Slaughter. Compared to some of the other guys on that line, even he just kind of stands out. And when you have that ability to stand out, there has to be something there, right? So I'm going Jake Slaughter number 3 currently. I will not be surprised if when I finish my top 100, he's actually maybe higher up on this interior offensive line list. And by the time we get to the draft, after we get through the workouts and all that kind of stuff, I'm interested to see where he kind of falls into place. Number 4 is Lawrence Seymour at Western Kentucky. I know a little bit about Lawrence just from my time down in Kentucky and listening to people close to the program and what they have to say about him as well. Size and ability will match up with everyone else. When you get to these colleges, the Western Kentuckys of the world, sometimes you tend to think, well, the guys and the big guys are not going to hold up against the big guys of, the Big Ten or the SEC or the NFL, as what we're ultimately talking about here. That is not true. It is sometimes true, but it's not true with Lawrence Seymour. He's every bit capable there in the middle. Parker Brailsford comes in at number 5 from Alabama, a guy I did have on my preseason list as well. Scouts have not been as excited about him as they were coming into the season. And but again, when you get into the offseason, when you get into the deep dives of the tapes and all those kinds of things, that's where these guys are going to rise or fall. I've got him sitting at number 5. Number 6 is a guy that I had high on my list in the preseason, Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon. And if you go back and listen to our tackle preview, we have 2 Oregon tackles there as well. The Oregon offensive line is so solid. And when you've got the great bookends for them at tackle, and then you add some really solid things in the middle. So they've got Isaiah World at one end. He's the guy that we really like from Oregon on the tackle side of things. Pregnon is another guy that I think once we get into the offseason, once we get into these workouts, once we see the actual athleticism, because when you get these big guys and all of a sudden you can see them really move, it begins to open your eyes to more of their talent. I think Pregnon is another guy that can rise, easily be a first-round talent this season. And then number 7 for me is Charles Jagusa from Notre Dame there as well. And these 7 guys, when I look at their gradings, their rankings, I look at a lot of different things. And this is kind of where I've come to in my top 7 that could be first or second round draft picks. Interior offensive line, you don't get a whole lot of first round draft picks with those. And I think Ioane from Penn State, Slaughter from Florida, and Pregnon from Oregon are the ones to really watch in the first round, just based off of, again, where they are, their career and what they've done, where they've done it at, all of those kinds of things. Those are the ones that I'd watch for, probably more in the first round. And then these other guys falling into the second round and, of course, could fall into the third as well. But, short episode today, there's not a whole lot to say. You can't, I could give you 40 times that we don't have yet, those kinds of things as well. But these guys are on the interior, the centers and the guards to watch for in the 2006 NFL draft. Stay tuned. We are getting into the defensive position groups now coming up this week, and we're trying to get through these position groups so that we can get the mock draft out and the top 100 out as well. And so stay tuned. You can find these draft episodes. The videos are exclusively on the Sports Stove YouTube channel. And the audio is available in the Sports Stove Football Show podcast. It's intermingled with all the other episodes. We do a live show every Thursday talking NFL and college football. And these episodes are sprinkled in there as well. So the audio is at the Sports Stove Football Show podcast. The video is on the Sports Stove YouTube channel. Feel free to drop your opinions on interior offensive linemen. Who do you like? Who do you dislike? How do you grade them even? That's a fun conversation to have, right? So how are you analyzing these interior offensive linemen as well? If you're going to sit down and watch some video, you need a snack, and that perfect snack is Righteous Felon Jerky. Go to righteousfelon.com, enter the promo code STOVE15 at checkout to get 15% off your purchase, and I highly suggest giving a try to the Bootleg and Barbecue. Their best flavor they have. I love their Soul Survivor, the Korean barbecue flavor. They have a teriyaki Balboa, really good. The Foul Capone, the turkey jerky is amazing as well. If you like something a little sweeter, the Bourbon Franklin's really good. They've got great stuff over there at Righteous Felon Jerky. So check it out, righteousfelon.com. The promo code is STOVE15. And stay tuned to more NFL draft coverage on the Sports Stove Draft Show.